right, let's upgrade some more. Let's upgrade our minor chords. So we're going to turn those into what are called minor seventh chords. I'm going to give you the broad overview. We're going to study minor sevenths more in the next phase. But the basics of minor sevenths is this right here. It's really, really simple. Let's use a D minor chord as an example, which you should be very familiar with by this time. So now we're going to take D minor, D, F, A, and we're actually going to take our thumb, which has the D. We're going to let go of that note, and we're going to play the note a whole step down. Okay? So now we have C, F, A over a D note in the left hand. Okay? Now, if you're wondering about rolling bass lines, if those will still work the same, the rolling bass line actually still stays the same. So it's actually based off of any one of these four notes that are in your right hand, okay? Or any of the four notes that are right here, like when we drop the note down a whole step. We have D, we have C, we have F, and we have A. So we could use a rolling bass line and still do D, A, D, because this is part of our actual chord structure. Now, the type of chord does not change. This is still considered a D type chord, so it's a D minor 7. The bass note is what's giving it its name here, okay? And we'll talk more about it later when we go more in depth. Let's do a few more. Let's do E minor. We're going to let go of the E, and because we still have it in our left hand, we're going to go down a whole step from the E. Ba, ba, ba. All right, so now I've got D, G, B in the right hand with an E in the left hand. Let's do A minor 7. Okay, so we're going to let go of the A in the right hand. We're going to go down a whole step. So now I've got A minor 7, which is G, C, E. And you can already hear, once again, practice this, going up and down, but you can already hear like how much more, like it just sounds better, just fuller, it's more upgraded, that's the word. So any minor chord that you have, you can take it and change it into a minor 7. This works like 99% of the time, most of the time. All right, cool. There's a few times that it will not work, but we will dive into those later. Always listen to your ear. If it doesn't quite sound right, it may not be right, or run it past us and we can help you out with it, okay? So those are minor 7s, so take those, have some fun with them, take and go back to all of your songs that you've been practicing and try adding them into the songs. And you'll notice that it sounds a lot better. Like let's say Silver and Gold, for example, which is in D flat, okay? Silver and gold. You have a B flat minor after this, right? Silver and, notice, sounds more grown up, right? Sounds better than what we had before. And gold. Now if you do the same thing, if you start putting these elements together, so now we start replacing our major chords with suspended 2 chords. We start replacing our minor chords with minor 7th chords. To be honest with you, I would probably not play any more plain major chords. I would play all suspended 2 chords, okay? That's from this point on, just a good general rule. Now you can play a major chord, that's fine, if you like the sound of it better in a certain spot. But in general, we pretty much have just wiped major chords off the face of the map and we're playing suspended 2 chords. Same thing for minor chords. We really don't want to play plain minor chords anymore. We pretty much want to play all minor 7s, okay? There's one exception to that. We'll talk about that more in a future class. There's a few songs that this would not work on. Some of the older style songs that have a minor on them, on what we call the 4 chord, it would not work, but we'll talk more about that. If you ever have a question, if it's right or not, let us know. Cool. What else have we got? How Great Is Our God? That's another good one. What key do we do that in? I think it was in the key of A. No, it was in D flat as well. Oh, goodness. I was trying to give you all an easier one. Let's do Waymaker. I think that was in the key of... See, we do these songs in different keys at our church. So, yeah, here we go. This is in the key of A. So, and actually, if you'll notice, a lot of our chord charts that we use, they actually... In fact, I'll drag one over here, just on top of the piano. They actually use this trick. So here's Waymaker, which you notice is just major and minor chords. When you go to the more advanced version or the intermediate version, you'll notice all of the major chords are 2 chords and all of the minor chords are minor 7s. Okay, so you are here. So this is the key of A, right? So it starts on a D. I'm going to move that out of the screen so you can see it. You are here. Let's go to A, go to E, I worship you, minor 7, okay? And then you can start really putting these elements together, as long as it's not too overwhelming for you. You know, take them one at a time, master each one, and then once you feel like you've really got them under your fingers, start putting them together. We'll talk more about that in a future lesson. God bless you.